Hey, hey, welcome to episode 13. Yep, we're up to episode 13. How cool is that? Now, last episode, um, I forgot to equip. Was it the last episode? Maybe it was 2 episodes back. I forgot to equip my Gravitas blade. Now, I could make it scale with magic, which actually wouldn't be too bad. Because look, it does 121 plus 6 and then 121 plus 9. So I'm gonna do a little bit of brainstorming along here with you. Let's see how much standard does. Let's pick an enemy. Who could we try this against? Okay, let's try it against these knights. And it does 207. I mean, I guess I could kill them for the runes. Okay. Now let's go back 207. Let's keep that in mind. Now, and you can see someone in that shack. We'll talk to her in just a moment. Now, let's go into Ashes of War. It's a magic weapon. And let's see how much damage it does. Now, if they have a lot of wait, was I in two hands or one hand? Oh no. Oh, I guess I was in one hand. If the damage is comparable, then I was in one hand. 129. Okay. So what if I'm in 164? Okay, so it is possible they have magic resist, or the damage just doesn't work as out how I think it does. When it comes to like those technical details, I'm actually not very familiar with them. Oh, Godric Soldier Helm. Okay. Alright, so we don't want to leave this weapon as magic. That makes sense. That's perfectly fine. Let me just go here. Go into Ashes of War, Gravitas, Standard, and now we're back to doing the same damage as before. And we can even dual wield it. Now, let's get this item. Stone Sword Key, that's cool. And let's talk to this person. But before that, I remembered what I wanted to do between episodes was mark this. And yeah, the rest I don't really need to mark. I know that I have to go there. Let's talk to her.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know. It was a pleasure to... Oh, tell them I'm finally getting...
Alright. So her name is Roderica. she came with her companions to this land, and it seems it didn't go too well for her. Understandable. Um, yeah, so we will talk a lot about her and with her in the future. Um, Ashen remains in his spirit yet well. A floating spirit eliminates his surrounding, prone to tears or tears. Jellyfish girl searches for a distant home, will bravely spew poison at foes on her summoner's behalf. It seems her name is Aurelia. Yeah, so that little jellyfish is actually of great importance. Like, unimaginably so for later on. And it took me a while to figure that one out when I got there, but like we're talking pretty much at the end of the game, but there's a little secret you can use the jellyfish for. Now, over here, so see, you're kind of like, you're focused on following the road, right? And like, ooh, I'm gonna try to get this, even if I have to trigger the ambush. Okay, yeah, wild strikes, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I'll go there in just a bit. Let's hope I don't get shot. So you see, you're kind of focused on going there through the road, which is something I was talking about last episode, because of the storm, right? But technically, if you didn't have the storm going on, you could, and let me turn on my lantern, you could sneak your way through here. You know, just being like, okay, I want to get to the tree, I want to keep going west, north, just make your way through. Even though it doesn't really make any sense because there's no land connection and you've been told to go to Stormvale. And you end up here. I guess there is a road, but it's kind of like worn out compared to the other.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, bless you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half crescents at the grand lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter? Stormvale Castle still stands tall.
Alright, so you may be wondering, okay, so obviously someone would get here, and the game being designed the way it is, they get here and be like, okay, I can't keep going, and they always like end up at Stormvale, but that's actually not true, because you want to be able to let your players be able to do things their way and skip content if they so feel inclined, especially for replayability. Sometimes it's not like in your best interest to do everything in order, and that's true, which means there's actually a secret path you could take to skip Stormvale Castle entirely. You don't really even have to set your foot in there in the entire game, and you could take this path here that you can see. You could take this entire path around towards that tree, follow the cliff wall, and keep going. God knows where you end up. Probably over there. And eventually you make your way to the next zone. And why am I telling you this? But I think this is really cool that you can do this, and I actually did do that in my first playthrough, and that's amazing because I found a way to like go through Stormvale, and that's something you need to have. But at the same time, you don't want every single player to go there, and you don't want a player that's new to the game to go there because they're gonna be skipping content that they need to do. They need the runes, they need the practice. Otherwise, they're gonna be facing insurmountable walls of like the later bosses that come up. So that's why I find like genius game design in some ways that you just obscure their main objective, which is the Earth Tree, and you incite them to follow the other road towards Stormvale. I mean, I just find once this YouTuber I was listening to and other people, all other YouTubers as well pointed that out. I find that to be really cool. Like, I didn't think about it my first playthrough, because I play this game a bit differently, since I've already played all the other FromSoft games, and I'm like a completionist. But we could have like, or I could have required that help for myself, and like they were thinking about that. I might be trying to put my thoughts into words here, but I do find that to be a very neat little detail. Anyway, I'm not sure if there's any items here that we've missed. I don't want to get too lost. Can you come down? Come on. Come, are you really gonna wait to ambush me? Okay, let's do something funny. Okay, that one didn't even trigger. I don't know why. Honestly, I'm not gonna ask. Alright. Now, I'm gonna keep going up. I'm just gonna show you this part. This is where we are. It's like a little plateau here. That's the Colosseum. We'll go there in a bit. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna make use of it, for several reasons. Mostly because it's a PvP area, but also because I don't think there's anything there. I think there's one quest later on. There's also a giant there. That area over here is it's quite tough, especially if you go there at night. I'll tell you that, since we're not gonna be going there for at least like another episode. So if you wanna get ahead of me, you can try going there at night and see what shows up. I recommend you do, just for the fun. Just don't take too many runes with you. Anyway, with all that weather and game design talk taken care of, even though it's really just like a single theory from like the YouTube community, it's not even confirmed to have been done that way. No, come on. Okay. Let's still take care of the ranged units. Oh. Oh god. That's a lot of enemies. And the ones with the shields make it a bit harder to use my my Gravitas weapon art. So, yeah, I think we'll be fine for this next battle. Maybe not, but oh, I can't open it now. Whoa, what hit me? Oh, there's one more behind me. Okay. Fair enough. Oh. Okay. Stop that. I think this can be destroyed, right? Yep. I'm not sure if it's destroyed permanently, but anyway, so that's where we were. We kind of took a little detour through the side, which actually ended up being not good. But we also couldn't charge in through the front because there was a giant ballista there. You can see this fella here probably died trying to rush in. Yeah, and he got stun locked. Unfortunate. Anyway, we have arrived at Stormvale. If the game will give me a pop-up. Now, you may or may not have seen this from some YouTube videos. I'm gonna pop a couple of runes just to level up, just in case this next boss is so hard that I end up retreating. And again, there is no shame in retreating. Just make things as easy as you can for yourself. And that does include, before you ask, oh, hello. I guess he didn't see me. As I was saying, like, make things as easy as you can for yourself by leveling up. You don't have to bang your head against the wall. There will be times where you will have to do that, so you don't have to do it like ever. Okay, so now we could use a summon here. Could summon, I think it's Sorcerer Rogier, his name, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna walk straight in. And if I can't get this guy in this episode, I'll try again next episode. I'll make a montage.
Tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Yep, this is a very iconic boss. Yeah, you see that little dagger of his, dagger of light. That's holy damage. That's why we went to get the holy damage talisman. Going for another one, even if we risk dying. Oh, he's gonna jump.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And we lost. Fair enough. I also remembered we had an extra gold seed that I don't think we used. So I'm gonna pop that. And I'm gonna try again. Oh, hello.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Well, I didn't actually expect to go there this episode. Well, okay.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I really did not expect to come here this episode. Fair enough, but Round Table Hold is a place where tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the Round Table icon is displayed. The Round Table Hold is located outside of this world, and fast travel by grace is the only means of reaching it. True. Well, this caught me a bit off guard because there's a lot to do here. Okay, what will happen if I went away after my first visit without talking to anyone? I can't imagine anyone would leave from the people that I know, and I can't imagine their dialogue would change, so I'm just gonna go away. But here's a sneak peek at what awaits us. This place is our hub, and we will come back here later on. And you can actually press Y or triangle to immediately go to, and then you press X or square to immediately go to the Round Table Hold. So you know, I'm gonna travel back to where Margit is, because I want to kill him this episode, and then next episode we'll go to the Round Table Hold. It'll be a very quiet episode because we'll be talking to a lot of NPCs. Level up. No. Actually, what I want to do is change back to determination. Wait, quality? Standard. And I want to flask. Add charge to flask. Oh no, we need 2 golden seeds now, which we do not have. Fair enough. Let's go say hello to Margit again. This time, no cutscene. Oh dear. And before you ask yourself, no, he cannot jump. He cannot jump to the void.
Must truly run in thy veins.
Oh dear. Oh, yep, and that's why you don't roll away, by the way, because I almost got hit. Oh. Yep. I'm really trying to get him to stagger. Go for it. Let's go. Okay, that was close. Talisman pouch.
I shall remember thee, tarnished.
Oh, that was close.
Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Yeah. About that. Whew, that was tough. Oh, since we got so many souls, we can actually level up a few times. Alright, so in my opinion, I guess now that I fought him again, I think level 25 is the most you should go for the quote-unquote most enjoyable experience and the most like traditional Soulsborne experience. I think if you were level 30, like if I was level 30 with my current skill level, I would have beaten him very easily. Now, this was an enjoyable fight. It wasn't annoying and it wasn't hard. It was just fun all around. Like, I could clearly have died if I misplayed, and I had that lingering feeling when I was fighting him, but I wasn't actually like struggling a lot. Like if I died, chances are I could kill him the next time. So all this to say that, in my opinion, you should be a bit over level by exploring, you know, but not too much that you have to bang your head against an enemy or a boss over and over. If you can't beat him, just go do something else. Like, I've explored a fair bit. That's how I'm like level 20 something. I didn't grind. I was just exploring the world. So that's a very valuable element that this game has going forward. At the same time, obviously, you still gotta manage your expectations yourself when it comes to how hard a boss has to be. But in my opinion, I would say level 25 is about right. Especially if you got the Zweihander. Anyway, we now have the round table hold. And let's go there. I'm not going to talk about it this episode, but there's a lot of people here for us to meet. It is a great place, and I actually didn't appreciate Margit's arena all that much either. I'll try to think about that a bit later. For now though, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am glad I beat Margit so quickly. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.